The biggest logical inconsistencies in Invincible. Invincible is one of the most gripping superhero stories of all time, full of brutal action, deep character development, and shocking twists. But even in a world as well crafted as this, some things just don't add up. Number 1. Omni-Man's plan makes no sense. Omni-Man Nola Grayson was sent to Earth with a clear mission: weaken humanity for future Mike conquest. But instead of taking control right away, he spends nearly 2 decades playing house, working as a writer, and even training his son to be a hero. That doesn't sound like an efficient takeover strategy, does it? And when he finally reveals his true intentions, his approach is complete overkill, literally. If the goal was submission, wouldn't it have been easier to establish dominance from the start, rather than living a double life for years? Omni-Man's strategy seems less like a calculated invasion, more like he got a little too comfortable pretending to be human. 2. Why doesn't anyone recognize Omni-Man and Invincible? No mask, no disguise, same exact face and voice, and they're literally named Nolan and Mark Grayson. How does nobody put 2 and 2 together? In a world with advanced technology, facial recognition, and, the internet, someone should have figured it out. Are we really supposed to believe with all the government resources at Cecil's disposal, nobody even suspected Omni-Man was just Nolan with a mustache? 3. Invincible's durability is inconsistent. Mark takes a serious beating in nearly every episode, but his durability seems to fluctuate depending on the situation. When Omni-Man trains him, a few punches nearly kill him. Later on, Mark gets thrown through buildings, into mountains, and even across planets, but somehow keeps fighting. Is he weak or nearly indestructible? The answer changes depending on who he's fighting. This inconsistency makes it hard to gauge just how powerful he really is. 4. The Viltrumites should have conquered the universe by now. The Viltrumites are one of the most powerful species in the galaxy. They are faster, stronger, and live for thousands of years. So why haven't they already conquered everything? With their sheer power and lifespan, even a handful of Viltrumites should have been able to wipe out all resistance centuries ago. But somehow, despite their overwhelming advantage, they still haven't completed the conquest. 5. The GDA's incompetence with Omni-Man. Cecil and the Global Defense Agency knew Omni-Man was the most powerful being on Earth. They had decades to prepare, but when he finally turns on them, they're completely helpless. Where was the backup plan? Where were the real countermeasures? Omni-Man literally murders their strongest heroes in a single night, and all the GDA can do is watch. And what's their plan if Mark ever turns against them? Alright, they don't have one. 6. Why didn't Omni-Man kill Cecil? Omni-Man has no problem slaughtering anyone who stands in his way. So why does he let Cecil, the guy organizing the Earth's defense, leave? He takes out an entire city without hesitation, but the mastermind trying to stop him, he just walks away. Maybe Nolan has some lingering attachment to humanity, but strategically, this makes no sense. 7. Viltrumite bloodline logic makes no sense. Viltrumite DNA is said to be incredibly dominant. That makes hybrids like Mark retain Viltrumite strength. But if that's true, how is the Viltrumite race so pure after thousands of years of conquering other species? Wouldn't their bloodline be diluted by now? Yet every Viltrumite still seems to be at full strength. Either their genetics work differently, or this rule was made up just so to make Mark a little special. 8. Debbie Grayson's safety. Nolan says he loves Debbie, yeah, but his actions don't exactly show it. If he really cared, why did he just leave her on Earth with no explanation? He destroyed Mark emotionally, but he also abandoned Debbie without even trying to protect her. He could have taken her somewhere safe, but instead he just leaves her to pick up the pieces. Not exactly the husband of the year behavior. 9. How does Earth keep rebuilding so fast? Every time that the city gets destroyed, it's rebuilt within a ridiculously short amount of time. Realistically, the economic and societal collapse from these repeated disasters would take decades to recover from. But in Invincible, a massive destruction seems to have no long-term consequences. Either Earth has the best construction crews in the universe, or the show doesn't just want to deal with the aftermath. Now, don't get us wrong, Invincible is an incredible series. The storytelling, the action, the world building are all top tier. But even the best stories have their inconsistencies. What do you think? Did we miss any major plot holes? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.